welcome. You're tuned into Rush Hour with me, Ankita Saxena. Well, UK finally seems to have got a grip of the rioters. After days of unrest, PM Keir Starmer is scheduled to hold third emergency meeting. 3 Plymouth rioters are already jailed. But tell you what, Suresh K Goel, who's the former ambassador, is joining us to weigh in on the situation. Well, hi. Thank you so much, Mr. Goel, for joining us. Mr. Goel, you know of the situation that has taken place in the UK, where there was misinformation spread about this. This guy was actually born to Christian parents in Cardiff, was posed as a Muslim who was an immigrant to have killed those 3 girls. But analysts believe that the former Conservative government's actions and influence of far-right groups has also contributed to this unrest. Now that news has been cleared about what the background for the guy was. Is there a genuine reason for the protest, or are these right-wing thugs who are now feeling cornered with the Labour Party coming to power after 14 years?
I think basically what happened in the UK was a piece of misinformation, but that also demonstrated to a great extent the kind of subterranean sentiments which prevail in the country, the rightist elements basically, and particularly the Islamophobia that exists in the country and that can be used, can be exploited sometimes to the peril of the whole society, which is what we saw in the demonstrations and the protests, and leading up to the wholesale violence all over the country. And even the appeal by the Prime Minister Keir Starmer really took some time to get a grip on the situation. So what I would say here is really is not the Conservative Party, which actually, in fact, if you look at the record of the Conservative Party, to a very great extent, we did see some kind of expression of opinions, unhappiness, but that did not come into the form of the kind of protest we saw. Keir Starmer and the current Labour Party is known to have the record, or known to, or is feel that they are kind of anti-immigrants and anti-immigrant policy, really. Therefore, I think, frankly speaking, that there was a greater expectation amongst the rightist elements of a more influential, greater action by the current government in favor of the anti-immigrant policies. And therefore, the statement by Keir Starmer against the rightist element has assuaged the feelings that this is not going to work. However, maybe for the time being, these kind of protests have been put down. But I'm not quite sure that at some time in future, given the kind of the situation of economy in the UK, and given the kind of anti-immigrant feelings which prevail among certain sections in the UK, that these things will not be repeated in the future, sometime or the other. I do hope that the government's tough action will be able to control them and prevent such a thing happening at a large scale again in future. Ankita.
Right. Right, Mr. Goel, I agree with you that this, underscores the already existing xenophobia or the Islamophobia that perhaps, has been prevalent in the country, and that just underscores that. But criticism has also been mounting that Starmer was slow to act in the first few days when the tensions erupted. So far, nearly 400 rioters have been arrested, and unsurprisingly, given his legal background, Starmer is also threatening to take legal action against those stoking the violence online on the street. But really, in wake of this, is the honeymoon period really over for Starmer government, and is his regime now going to be marred with protests like these?
I don't think really that. I think in the beginning, Keir Starmer did not really assess the situation, or assess the gravity of the situation that he should have. I think he was slightly more relaxed and he thought that these protests will go away on their own. However, having now assessed the situation and knowing how strong these kind of sentiments are and the way they can work in the UK, I'm sure he will be more aware of the possibilities in the future and will take action in time. I'm quite sure of that. But the fact is that I don't think that any government, whether it is Labour, Conservative, whoever comes, and whatever kind of ideologies they have, they can allow this kind of xenophobic policies to take hold on the public, because it simply would have a catastrophic impact on the economy of the UK. Therefore, I'm quite hopeful that these things will be under control, even though they may emerge from time to time.
Right.
Yes.
Finally, Mr. Goel, Elon Musk has also jumped into this whole riot, the whole issue that has been happening in UK. In fact, he clashed with the Prime Minister Keir Starmer on X, accusing the British leader of discriminatory two-tiered policing as authorities, scrambled to clamp down on the violence instigated. But the posts came after the 10 Downing Street on Monday also criticized earlier comments by Musk on X that, Musk does not have to speak for Great Britain. So there has been a bit of a tug of war that's been going on. What is this Musk angle and why is he adding a fuel to fire?
I really don't know. I think Elon Musk, being a businessman, and he's as transactional as many other people at the moment in the elections in the USA are. I really will not. I have never understood. I'm afraid to say why Elon Musk does what he does and why he changes his mind so often, like he does. But at a political level, I don't think that Elon Musk will have much impact on how people behave or what people do. He has matter, fine. He's happy with it. But political credibility of Elon Musk is highly doubtful.
Right. All right. Point taken, Mr. Goel. But thank you so much for joining us and taking the time out.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.